Hello, friends. What's up? What's up? How you guys doing out there? Beautiful Saturday, March 20th, first day of spring. Gorgeous day out today here in Monona, Wisconsin. It's going to get up to like 55 today. Definitely want to go on a hike or something. Going to get outside later today. Do something. Go on a hike, take some pictures maybe. Gotta make the most of these mid 40s, 50s weather. It's awesome. Feels like, after it's been like cold as hell this past February, January, feels good to be able to go outside, wear a long sleeve shirt in like 50 degrees. Feels like summer's on the way. But it's the first day of spring today. I think, I'm going to try and get this up probably today. So, happy Saturday, folks. Hope you guys have been doing well out there. Hope everything is looking up. But just wanted to check in again. This is number 3. Just want to do a checkup, kind of talk about things. These past few weeks, guys, I tell you, man, it's been like a creative lull for me at least. Even though, I'm kind of bouncing back out of it right now, but coming off of just a long winter and a lot of kind of just stress in work and shit like that. But yeah, bouncing back from it now. This weather, I feel like, I don't know. I don't get like I don't necessarily, get like seasonal depression and stuff like that, but I know quite a few people who do. I definitely like feel it. I definitely feel it when it's just like, I don't know. I kind of enjoy winter here and there. It gets old for sure, but I like the snow. It looks cool. I think I like going hiking in the snow, but I guess I definitely feel like seasonal depression here and there, but I like understand like what that intensity must be like if it's really bad. It's no joke. But feeling good now that it's warming up outside. I'm gonna definitely be able to get out and do more. I think that's really important, at least right now. If you live in a not necessarily warm place year round, if you get snow in the winter and it's cold as hell, I think it's super critical to make the most of getting outside in the springtime, because it feels like it definitely helps me at least kind of bounce back from just the long, dark winter. But yeah, I've been feeling that creative lull. Really over these past like couple months, it's been a struggle just to, kind of force it and get out and like kind of just do stuff. I've been definitely hanging out a lot more, just kind of chilling, laying back, not doing too much. But yeah, the snow is all gone, so it's nice. I've been taking more pictures, been able to kind of get out more and take more pictures and stuff. Sometimes that can get like, at least for me, because photography is again like one of my number one passions. But sometimes it can get to feel, I don't know, some days when I like want to go outside and create stuff, and in terms of just like photographs and capturing what I think looks cool, which is usually like just classic Midwestern suburbia type stuff, except with a little bit of like a darker feel, I guess. I think you typically see in the types of photographs I've had. I don't know. I think that stuff kind of just looks cool, but sometimes I definitely feel, at least, especially when it's winter, the repetitiveness of and just the exhaustiveness of forcing myself to get outside in the cold and photograph things. But I definitely feel the need to go out and get it done. It's just kind of become more of just a part of my life. At least it's become just a daily, if not weekly, thing to do in my life that I just like have to get done. But I've been feeling that creative lull lately with just kind of everything too, in general. I don't know if you guys feel that at all, but it happens to me. It's not necessarily something I enjoy, but I think it's something that a lot of people go through. I guess if you have like, even just really like that could be applied to really like anything, when you think about it, just anything you like to do, just any sort of passion. Could be like working out, photography for me, whatever sports that might be, really just any creative forms. Doesn't have to be like it doesn't have to be, necessarily a quote unquote art form. A lot of things I think can be considered like an art form, whatever it may be. Whether it's using a lot of your creativity to do something or just, just really whatever it is. I don't know, kind of hard to describe, but I think the repetitive motions of life and just the monotony to something, to even like getting good at something, something that you love, or just like a passion you have, it can get definitely like monotonous and repetitive. Whether it may be, I don't know what the cause may be. Like for me, I guess what I'm trying to describe is like how the seasonal thing can sometimes affect my creativity, and kind of like pursuit of stuff that I want to do. But I think there's definitely other, there's obviously other causing factors for other people. But I think that's like definitely a thing that happens to just most everybody, I guess. Just trying to get good at something and feeling the want to just chill. And not get off the couch, but I feel like whatever, if you need to take obviously if you need to take a breather, let it, obviously I feel like, you got to let stuff breathe and kick back every once in a while, let yourself kind of, be present, and not have to, necessarily go out 100% every day and because that would get just kind of, I don't know. You got to have that mindset, and then at some points you don't. But yeah. But hope you guys are doing well there. I don't know. I'm just kind of going off the top of the head here, just kind of reviewing the last few weeks of my life, what's been going on. But I got actually a kind of a funny story. It was daylight savings, last week, 14th, which was actually Cole's birthday. My roommate, that's my brother. Not actually my brother, but actually my brother. But it was his birthday on daylight savings too, March 14th. Yeah. But we drank a little bit, had some brews with the boys, kicked back. Actually got to hang out outside, play some beer die. Fun little game. Those guys go hard at it. I'm not too great at it. It's fun though. But daylight savings came. I actually like this daylight savings time when you get like an extra hour at the end of each day. I think that's definitely the point at which, we've made it. We've made it out of the winter alive. We're on our way to summer because then it starts going, from getting dark at like 6 to getting dark at 7, and it's pretty nice. But daylight savings hit, and I think it was Monday the next day. I had to go to work at like 8 a.m., but the time switch killed me, man. I set 3 or 4 alarms like I usually do, but I just couldn't do it for some reason. I was obviously like half asleep. Alarms went off. I shut them all off for some reason. Just unconsciously. Didn't know what I was doing. Probably felt like it was too early or something. But yeah, I showed up like a half hour late to work on Monday. It was rough. Had to take some PTO. But yeah, I was kind of kicking myself in the ass for that. I was like, man, come on. I woke up at 7:30. I had to be at work at 8. It's a little bit of a drive, but I woke up at 7:30. I usually get up at like 6:45, and I look at my phone, see the time. Literally, I'm like, the first words out of my mouth are like, "There's no fucking way." And I jump out of bed, run into the living room, and Cole's just sitting there, about ready to leave, all dressed, ready to go. And I'm just like in my boxers, and I'm like, bro, what the hell? And he's like, dude, I was just about to come wake you up. Like, I didn't know if you already left early or something, but I was like, shit, man. Well, I guess I'm going to be late for work today. So daylight savings kind of killed me there. I was not expecting that, honestly, because usually I'm pretty good about waking up. I'm not the greatest, but I can definitely force myself to get up. But daylight savings actually killed me. I did not feel good about that. What are you gonna do though? What are you gonna do? But I'm happy that it's actually, gonna be lighter for longer. My favorite part of the day is generally around like sunset, an hour before, hour after. Golden hour, best time to kind of get outside, walk around, go on a hike, just because everything kind of lights up in a different kind of colors and stuff if you're lucky. But it's a really cool time it's a really cool time to go out and get pictures and stuff around those hours. So I like when it kind of sets back a little bit. It's after I can actually get out after work and stuff, and go walk around and get those cool shots with the kind of sunset light. It's pretty fun. So it's nice. And it's an adjustment too, honestly, with that type of thing. Not only does like your body kind of take a little bit of time to adjust to that, but at least with me, it's like kind of how I plan my day too. Because I'm kind of always taking mental kind of notes of when and what I want to do during the day or after work or on the weekend or something like that. And when the sun is out for like an hour longer, it really kind of, it takes a little bit of time for me at least to, set a new adjustment plan day to day in my like routine and stuff. But eventually it kind of just, after a few days or so, it just becomes natural. But it's nice. It's nice at least for the stuff that I like doing. But stimulus checks hit. Boom. What's up with that, guys? I mean, for real. Stimulus checks. I got mine, what was it, Wednesday or Thursday this past week. And I think they sent out like, I don't know, I saw something on, something about like 90 million checks this past week, or it's probably over 100 million by now. But damn, yeah, that felt, $1,400 definitely goes a long way for me right now, personally. That's like that's a huge deal. I have to, I didn't know like when it was actually going to drop, but they dropped it really quick. Like 2 days or something after they signed the bill into play. But damn, yeah, that goes a long way for people in my position who are kind of just getting by. You know, I definitely get by, but it's nothing crazy. So $1,400 is definitely a nice little paycheck. Part of me has to resist the temptation to buy new shoes because I really want to get some new shoes. But I know I need to save that or invest it or something. I don't know. But it feels like a whole lot of money for me. So that was definitely a good highlight of this past week. Getting the stimulus checks. Hope you guys are doing something smart with it. Hope you guys aren't just blowing it. I've seen a lot of funny stuff out there on like just like memes and stuff on Twitter about what people would do with the $1,400. It's pretty funny what's going around. But that felt good. Hope you guys are I don't know, saving it, putting it to good use, putting it to rent or something. That's a good little rent check for me. So we'll see. I got some new Adidas sweats this past week too. So I was kind of after it hit, I was like, all right, well, I need some new workout sweats. So I'm at least gonna get some new workout sweats. So I got some new Adidas sweats. Adidas track pants and soccer sweats are literally the best in my opinion. Like you can't go wrong. I've had this one pair of Adidas track pants, royal blue, nice 3 stripes all the way down, for like, it's got to have been like 4 or 5 years now. They just last forever. They're so durable. You cannot go wrong with the Adidas sweats. So I got like 3 more pairs of those. Another blue pair and a black pair, and I got a maroon pair on the way. Excited. That's the extent of extent of my purchases with the stimmy. Is 3 Adidas sweats. The rest I think is gonna go to food and rent, and maybe just savings. So, yeah, nothing. No wild spending over here. No wild spend. Just getting by, guys. Just getting by. We're not living in luxury out here. We're just getting by. Just shooting a podcast, taking pictures, working out, getting by. That's all we do. No, but these last few weeks have been pretty good. It was Cole's birthday. Last weekend. That was fun. It was nice to just drink some beer outside. Haven't done that in a really long time. So that was good. And of course, some beer games. But goddamn, we started drinking. Jesus, I gotta watch this mic. I'm like bumping into the mic a little bit. Gotta still get used to kind of talking into a mic. But we started drinking beer at like 2 or 3 in the afternoon at his buddy Dylan's place, we played this. Oh shit, I forget. We played that virtual golf for like an hour, and then we went to Dill's house, drank some beer, till like 10 o'clock. So we were drinking from like 2 p.m. till like 10 p.m. or later, something like that. But by like 7, I was just out, dude. I was out. After that long, I can't do it. I can't. It's just so long. But we played that virtual golf game. I forgot about that. That was actually super cool. We went to it was like X Golf or something. I forget what it's called. Not Top Golf, but it's like a virtual golf bar and, virtual golf like driving range setup deal. But it's like Wii Golf basically, but on huge. They put it up on like huge projection screens, like huge. People bring their own clubs in, and it's basically like fake. It's not turf, but it's like just fake whatever. It's like a fake grass area, probably like 12 or so little boxes where people set up. But yeah, you can bring your own clubs in, and it's all like this virtual golf game. You can play courses with your buddies and stuff like that. Get drinks and get food. It's pretty. It was actually pretty fun. I should have brought my pair of clubs, but I didn't. I was just using some of the guys'. But I haven't. I was literally like second to last out of all the guys. I'm trash at golf. I used to be actually like pretty good. When I was a kid, when I was way younger, my parents actually had me take like some lessons. I remember taking lessons for a few days or like a weekend or something when I was, I don't know, 10 or 11. But used to golf like a lot more when I was a kid, but now I'm just absolutely trash because it's a crazy technical skill set that you need to have to get like any good at golf. I mean, it just takes a lot of practice. You need to like constantly do it. So I was like second to last out of all the guys. It was like 6 or 7 guys. It was bad, but it was fun. It was a lot of fun. It was actually really cool. I was not expecting like that sort of setup that they had. Because you're literally like winding up full swing, like indoors, and you feel like you're gonna hit something, but there's a ton of space, but you're winding up with like full golf swings, and just you basically hit the ball at the projector screen, and there's some sort of sensor that tracks the ball, how hard you hit it, where you hit it on the screen, and then it virtually like shows you where the ball's path is, where it goes, how far you hit it, and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. I think it's called X Golf or something like that. But would definitely do it again. was not expecting it to be that fun. But after a while, I actually got kind of warmed up, but still was just trash. I couldn't. Putting is really hard. Putting is really, really fucking hard. But maybe I'll get out more this summer, play some golf. A lot of my buddies, a lot of my bros like to get on the course in the summer and fall. I think even now, probably soon, getting on the course, shooting some balls. Playing some golf, drinking some beers, maybe smoking some cigars. Who knows? It's always fun to whip around on the carts and just kind of hang out. But yeah, let's see what else these past few weeks, guys. What else these past few weeks? Well, there's I did go back home once. Yeah, once. Did go back home once. Had a good time just hanging out with the fam, checking in on them. It's probably been. I got home a couple weeks ago, just literally for a night. But it was a couple months, I think, prior to that, before I actually got home. It's always weird going home, but at least now, I don't know. So it's always a little bit strange. But it was a couple months before that, or the last time that I had gotten home. So that was nice. Had a cool talk with my dad, actually, and this was a story that I wanted to kind of share a little bit of, which was kind of a cool story from my childhood. Just like it was like a short, just like one-off like instance that I thought was cool that I remembered. I've always remembered, and apparently him too, because he brought it up. He brought it up just in like conversation, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember that time. But I thought it was super cool, kind of actually really interesting, and I wanted to kind of share this because last episode or the last podcast, I kind of got into like childhood, I think, a lot, or kind of deeply, more or less, with some childhood things. I think I want to kind of unpack that a little more too, just with like, because I'm just here to tell stories basically. Nothing else I can do. Nothing else I can do. Of course, I'm gonna get in some guests and stuff like that. Some of my friends, family too, if I can. Eventually, still getting used to this sort of thing, but it's fun. It's cool. I like the flow of it. But anyways, this was a kind of a cool story from my childhood that I definitely remembered for a long while, or I've always remembered. Just like really stuck out for some reason, and I was just like over my dad's. We were just having dinner and stuff, and just talking about old times, memories, whatnot, typical stuff. But it was cool that it kind of just naturally came into the conversation, which I was, I was kind of a little bit shocked, actually, because I was like, oh damn, yeah, I've always kind of remembered that one instance. But yeah, childhood too. I definitely want to. I'm gonna kind of go into like stories and stuff like that, and eventually kind of unpack different types of stories, events, travels, all that good stuff. I gotta think about it a little more, but eventually. But this story was cool, and I figured I'd share it just because it's like a little piece. So there was, my dad was talking. There was basically there's two sides to this, which is interesting. Basically, my dad was saying, this particular night, I had to have been. I was young, man. I was probably, I don't even know if I was 10. I had to have been like 6 or 7, 7 or 8, 6, I don't know, something like that. I was young, very young. But this particular night, it was winter, winter for sure. I don't know which month, but pretty cold. This particular night, this is my dad's side of the story. His kind of, because he just started talking about this, and I was like, oh, he's got a different perspective on this moment versus my perspective. So I was like, oh, damn, that's kind of interesting. So basically, he was saying this particular night, I just had a ton of energy. Didn't want to go to bed. I think he mentioned I was, running around the house doing, I don't know, just doing what a kid does, not wanting to, hit the hay and pass out. And he said it got to the point where it was probably like 1 or 2 in the morning. And I was still just up, just had, wild kid energy, probably running around the house, trashing stuff. And, so he was like, all right, fuck this. Cause, obviously he was super tired. And so that night it had been snowing like crazy. It wasn't a blizzard or anything. It was just, a steady, thick snowfall coming down, and no really wind or nothing. Just a heavy heavy snowfall. And so about 1 or 2 in the morning, he's like, all right, screw this kid. We're gonna go sledding. And my house was it was at like the back of a coulee, and it took a little while to get down to the park, which is where we went to go sledding. But it was super cool because I was, being a little kid. I remember it was actually a very interesting feeling because to me, I was so like, I think I was delirious off of not sleeping too. But my I remember feeling as in that moment, kind of walking down the hill towards the park, and it was a pretty long like road to get down to the park, passing like neighbors houses and stuff like that. But it was super dark. The street lights were on, and you could just see the snow gently falling down and insanely quiet, right? If you guys have ever been in a fresh like snowfall or snowstorm where there's not really a lot of wind, and you're just kind of outside, it's always really quiet. The snow like muffles the snow muffles the kind of the noise of the world and everything, like all the car noises and just the noises of the streets and stuff like that. But it was really quiet and super dark. No moon or anything. And so basically, the street was just lit up by these street lights. And to me, as a 6 or 7-year-old kid, I was like, damn, I've never seen a night like this before. I don't know if I ever have. Maybe that was actually like the first instance where I was out that late in the night and in a snowstorm. Because I mean, literally, my pops was like, "All right, bundle up, get on your snow pants, get on your boots, get on your coat, everything. Grab the sleds. We're walking down." Because basically, he was like, he got to the point where he was like, "I don't know what to do with this kid. He's got all this energy." So I gotta do something. Gotta do something. So I'm gonna take him sledding. But again, yeah, I think this might have been one of the first times where I was out that late because we ended up getting down to the park, still snowing, basically all night, and we were out there till like 4 in the morning, something like that, just sledding. He said he had a lot of fun, so that was good. At least he wasn't, at least he wasn't having a bad time. So, but yeah, it was a crazy feeling. I was just kind of shocked and in awe of how dark it was and how cool everything looked with just a fresh coating of snow on it. So that was like a cool, very cool moment. The other side of it though was actually the most interesting part. And it wasn't about actually like the experience of that. It was the difference in perspective, because my personal memory, and I brought this up to him, right away when we started talking about this, because my personal memory of that night, and I don't know why. This is always like very weird to me. I don't know why. Oh shit! What was I gonna say? I don't know why, these things kind of stick out. These specific, like, one-off memories stick out. That's what I was going to say. Lost my train of thought there for a second. But, just like these moments where you have these moments, just like whether it be growing up or just like in day-to-day life, and they just like stick out for some reason. Like, obviously people don't remember stuff that well. You only have like, you can't remember unless you're one of those people that can remember specific dates and what happened on those days, and I forget what those kind of people are called, where they have crazy memory. But most people can't remember shit. Our memories are kind of bad. But some things stick out for some reason, tied to either your emotions or the experience and the meaning of it, or I don't know what, but it's some primal thing in our heads that kind of backlogs it for further reflection, something like that. I don't know. It's interesting. But this memory, in my mind, of this night was a little bit different, just a little bit, just the beginning part of it, because my memory of that night was, instead of me having too much energy and not being able to get to bed till really late, I was having nightmares, not nightmares, like night terrors, like really badly. And I in my memory, I remember waking up just like screaming from just a really bad nightmare. And my dad was like, all right, this kid's freaking the fuck out. We need to go sledding and do something to get his head off of this, get his mind off of this. And I don't know. So, and that's the curious thing, because now I don't know what actually happened that night, because he was basically like, oh yeah, I guess that could have happened too. Which is puzzling. Now I'm stumped. Now I don't know which memory is true. So it's kind of curious, because I was gonna say, like, as a kid, obviously kids, when you're a kid, you have like nightmares and stuff. Just monsters are real when you're a kid. It's just something you go through. But I had, there were times where I particularly had like very intense night terrors, like very intense. I remember, literally just thinking or having dreams about really, really scary stuff, monsters, I don't know what. But I remember waking up a lot of times just screaming, which is kind of freaky. But that happened here and there. And so that night specifically, I remembered waking up just scared shitless from, I don't know, a crazy dream. And my dad was like, okay, let's go sledding at 1 or 2 in the morning. So that was a cool discovery, I thought. And a very interesting evolution to that memory and story that I have, because that's always been a night that I've looked back on and been like, oh, that was really fun. And with the whole, like, probably never been up that late before, and that aspect of it, that kind of, feeling of, oh, whoa, this is something new. This is something that I've never done before, staying up this late, going sledding with my dad. So that was cool though. So, but yeah, now I really don't know which happened, which is kind of crazy, because on one hand, I mean, I can see both sides. I could see both happening. They're both very believable sides to the story. It's just that one small aspect of it, of like, why did my dad make the decision to go take me sledding at that late? Like, was it because I woke up, scared shitless from a night terror, or was it because I had too much energy and just couldn't get to bed? Because I don't know. I mean, and it's just been so, obviously it's like 15, or it's like 15 years ago. So I don't remember. I don't remember the specifics to how why I was up that late and why I wouldn't go to bed. Because the nightmare thing as a kid was so like, I just remember having really bad ones. So I don't know. It was kind of cool though, because that night it was for some reason I've always remembered that night in the winter, as being like just something that's always kind of been in my head. Maybe a contributing, memory to why I enjoy winter is because, I did a lot of sledding at the park in my neighborhood as a kid. Who knows? I don't know. But that was a cool kind of discovery I had this past time that I went back home and had a little chat with my pops. So that was kind of cool, I thought. But yeah, I don't know. It's really kind of driven me crazy these this past like week or something. I've just been thinking about like man, I don't know which side of the story it is. I don't know. Maybe someday I'll actually remember. But who knows? But yeah, that's kind of the main story that I wanted to share with this podcast, because I thought it was cool. I thought it was a cool moment and a cool kind of a cool time. God, I just said cool a lot. It was an instance that from my childhood that really stuck out to both myself and my dad, and different perspectives on each, but for some reason that was given more attention in a conversation I had a few weeks ago. For some reason it got brought to the table. I don't know what that is. I don't know. But we're sharing, I think. I think. So yeah, guys, I think with that, I'll probably wrap it up. That was the main story that I wanted to share. I was even thinking about sharing that before I had even had that conversation with my dad, and it just kind of naturally came up. I was like, damn, well, that's a coincidence. But that was the main kind of story that I wanted to share. That was cool. Hope you guys have been doing well, hanging in there. Goddamn, we are almost through March. That's wild. It never ceases to amaze me how time just, every year it feels like it just keeps getting faster. It's strange. We're almost through March. Almost April. Warming up. First day of spring today. Warming up. First day of spring. We got to get out there, guys. Got to get outside. Got to refresh, reset, get ready. Do what you got to do. Summer's approaching. Get the hell outside, guys. I can't say it enough. Yeah, because, spring and summer, man, they'll go fast, and soon enough, it'll be fall again. Beautiful fall. And then it'll be winter again. Dark, cold winter. But right now, it's warming up. So get out there and enjoy it. That's what I'm going to do. Probably going to go do that right now after this. Going to go on a hike or something. It's, can't waste this day. It's too damn nice. But we'll wrap it up there, guys. Hope y'all are doing well. Hope y'all stay doing well. Hope you enjoyed that little story. I don't know. Thought it was cool. And yeah, mainly what I kind of want to do is, at least with the podcast podcasts that I'll be doing just by myself, sharing stories and stuff. I kind of want to. I've been thinking like I pretty much want to go into childhood stuff, more or less at the start, and then move on through, um, you know, high school, college, those years and stuff like that. Just more or less like a timeline of like until where I'm at now, more or less, if that makes sense. And I've been looking back on these past couple ones, and I've realized I've been talking about childhood memories naturally, kind of organically, not necessarily planned. It's just kind of happened. So I've been thinking with these ones going forward, I'll start with just stories, experiences, memories from childhood years up until teenage years, and then moving until now, and just what's gone on in my life essentially, and what I want to share, and think that what stands out from my memories, and like what's been important in my development and upbringing and stuff like that. So I think, and obviously I'm just freeballing it here. I'm just basically, I don't even know what I'm planning next. I'm pretty much brainstorming live right now. So this is essentially just a rough script and a rough note of what I want to do moving forward with these stories and stuff. And now that I'm in this headspace and this mindset, I can freely kind of talk about it. So yeah, that's what I more or less want to do, is a lot of childhood stuff, and the things that I want to share. I think that would be kind of a good idea to lay, like, because then it would be timelined essentially, and preserved in video, because that's what we doing. And with that, obviously, I'm gonna start getting guests, start bringing on some people. I think that'd be good. You guys probably get sick of listening to me after a while, and yeah, have some conversation with some friends. That'd be fun. That'd be fun, and yeah, get some different perspectives in here, man. That's what we're about the connection. But I'll wrap it up here, guys. Happy first day of spring. Get outside. Save your stimmy. Or invest. Or do whatever the fuck you want to do with it. It's your stimmy. All right, that's it, guys. Peace.